I can protect from here. Now the same thing holds true. I want to have that hand out, and if I can extend athletic, long arms, what should I get once every game and a half? I should get a tip away, and I get a run out and a dunk, because I got myself on the other side of the screen. He couldn't get over it. He went topside, and I slid right back up. And the man that's the screener is going to do what? The man who's setting the screen. Your job is to do what? You're going to protect. You're the protector. You're the protector. So you say to him, you know, if your man's coming off the screen, you got to get your job done together. When you're setting the screen, you're the basket protector. So you know he's not going behind. He'll protect. You want to get him and take it away. Good. Run that again. Try to get it again. Do it again? Yeah. Say it. And he is about it right now. Early in the season, it was what that time? He caught it, and when he caught it, it was maybe you caught it. It was maybe it was there. But how easily can it get to there and be a fraction of a second quicker? And then if that's taken away, if you took this away and he couldn't catch it, how many times have I dropped it? If took this away and he couldn't catch it right there, and he went further out and you denied it a little bit, what do you have? It's 5 second count. Hey, do it. Doesn't that look a heck of a lot different right now? You gotta go.
Use a curl move off the screen. You're going straight out all the time. Use a curl move off the screen.
We pretty much have this set right now, where guys don't hold it back there, they get it. They're not getting here. So there's got to be a third guy that they're going to try to go to now sometime during the season. If we ever took away the third, they would just put the ball down and just go back and play defense. But this is what happens. If you, like on this one, if this time you came out in a one possession, we switched everything. So now, all right, on this screen this time, do you have a switch call? Yes.
What is supposed to happen, right? Start your point, set the screen. When he gets screen here, he's supposed to curl in here first.
The screen.
To see what happens, because sometimes you can come in here, right, and they can react here before we go back out. It's getting easy because he's going straight out. See, sometimes where sometimes they'll start overplaying this, and that's easy.
So you're still on this side. So as he's taking this path, you're still where you're supposed to be. If he curls it, you're there. Right? So if I'm out, right, and he's coming out of this, and I've been here, and I've curled, I just turn the head and I go out the other way like it's a back door. Right? You gotta work, Rich. You gotta work. That's radio. We're making the stuff go to the next. Everything has to be run through, because defense right now is going to make offense execute. I went up to watch UConn last Tuesday. They're really good defensively. They couldn't run a thing against themselves. I watched it, and a kid out, Jalen Adams, after 20 games last year. I couldn't find him at practice because the defense was working so hard. He never got anything easy the whole day. He missed some open shots and wound up getting nothing for the day, because now pressure's on the guy offensively. You make this so hard when they do get their opportunities. They, thank God I finally got one. This pressure to make that shot, but you're not getting anything easy. Get down, get in the trenches, talk, and work right now. Right now, how about we switch? Now we're going to go, we would go like 5 maybe. And 5 would mean now we're switching everything. So you're going to play the guard. You'll switch to the big now. And just for the ball coming in bounds, we're going to try to keep. We may need to get the ball right now down a few at the end of the game. So maybe we switch everything and try to keep it from coming in. Yes, he's yours. You're gonna shoot the gap, pick him up. That's yours.
Switch the screen a little bit.
Yeah, you switch. You're jumping out. We're swift. No, what we need is we need the ball. So on ball screen, what will we do? If we switch everything on ball screen, what will we do? Trap it. Yep. Now this is really like we're trying to get the ball and be very aggressive now. Now he's here. He's here. So now don't get up so much that he can get out of here. You want to keep him here now. You know there's a ball screen situation. The first dribble now, he can't beat you. So as aggressive as you are, stay down. So if it's that dribble or this dribble, you're still there on him now. Okay, bring it back. Let's do it one more time. Talk. The big one did what? He left. He went to vacation. And we took a good job and took this away, took everything away, and the guy just broke out. And as happens with big guys, what happened? He broke, he didn't do anything. Okay, back to regular one. Regular man, Hazard, regular man. We eventually gotta get a steal. We gotta grab this thing sooner or later. Yeah. I'm looking at this tippet, all kinds of stuff happening. We don't have a reward yet. No Halloween candy. We got nothing over there.
Today is Halloween.
Sit down. Big guy, come on, big guy. It's come back. Take it back. All right, now, everything's great. Here's the one thing we want to try to correct when you play. If I could just, when I'm guarding, not let guys go middle and not let guys go to the end. So, big rule, guys. I have to pick him up now. Right-handed, went middle. Blow this thing up. Right-handed, middle from the left side. Dead. I gotta make this guy go weak hand, now middle. Now over here it's a little easier. Left hand, middle. Over here, right hand, middle. Bad things happen. So that close out then, if I took away middle, made him start bouncing it down, he thought shot, he's coming back to the shooting shoulder, right? And I'm maybe sitting on that move. Here, he's going to go in and make any one of a bunch of plays. All right? Keep it, any drive, keep him at the middle.
Talk, gentlemen, talk. Be aggressive, be aggressive.
What happens is we start to think that the focus is to get there all the time. I still, as I'm guarding him, I have to maintain vision. And when I lose the vision, the stance swings. All right, so let's just run him up and do that right now. So run him up to here and then go. So come up and guard, back up. But where is he? No, where is he when he's doing that? You got to go. So this move to here, and then he took it away. He made the second move. What kind of play for a team is it when the guard takes this away, take it away, he makes that back cut, and you deflect it with your left hand, and you get it. What does that do to the other four guys? Boy, the heat's on the kitchen. The heat's on the kitchen. The rest of you guys got to start making some freaking plays.
Put the kid at in Toronto Sports Center, right? When he opened up and dived on it, just blindly.
Yes, opened up. Yeah, absolutely.
Blindly went on it.
Absolutely.
Come on.
Here, so it looks like this. It always looks, you want everybody in the stands to go like this. Now you caught it, right? And everybody goes like, ooh. Everybody goes, ooh. We just got another one. Ooh. And then I'm there now. I took my chance. Here I am. I'm going to contain the first dribble, and I don't want to get beat right hand middle. Right? Because nothing has happened, because it's now here. It's not like we're in trouble. It went to another guy right here. The play is just starting, but we want to go like, damn, I could have had that. And now I'm ready to play with you. Oh, stop playing. Dude, vision. You know, it's hard. This is hard. But it's that thing of, you're not getting me because I'm not going to shortcut. I'm going to guard this, and then I'm going to guard that. Screw you. And you guard this, but we're not, we're like a 90 here, and we're getting a 60 going the other way on the second move right now. Right?
Come on, Richie. Work, Richie. Good, Richie, good.
Now, help. They got over. You're okay. Did you say for about a dribble and a half? That gave you time? The dribble and a half you stayed gave you time to get over, get back into play. The guys off the ball sunk, and they were ready. So nothing, after all of that, nothing happened because the defense was solid.
Nate, come here. What was the pass? He came in here, right? As he's coming, and he comes in here, you're catching here, get 10 toes to the rim, get up there and shoot the ball. This is not making you another pass or another, that's the shot that we want. Get up and score the basketball. You're just making more confusion at that point.
Yeah, it's already, when he penetrated, everybody went up there. Collapse.
And now you're going,
You're getting it for what reason? Why are you getting it?
shooting.
No, you're getting it because you're open. So now, before you get it, you got to know exactly, yeah, I'm getting it right now. I mean, it's like, you know, it happens like 4 or 5 times a game where it's coming and it's hitting my hands, I know my man left, and I'm ready to catch it, and I want eye him because if I happen to be here and he's coming back, I say, can I do it? No, here he comes. Bang! And now I got this, and I leave him. The worst you should get at it is a dribble pull-up because somebody came rushing at you, but a shot nevertheless. Defense is broken down there. You didn't make us pay. Ready? Talking? There it is. If he didn't, there's Kyle Anderson. You know how many things could have just happened? We could have had a knockaway. He was crashing at you. You could have had, it was almost like you couldn't avoid a charge because he was really aggressive that time. Let him run through your chest, and then we got, because he slowed up for the first time, where were you? You were sitting on the backside. Tremendous.
It's the little things, man. Don't stand upright. Get in your stance and get active at it, I think. Come on, get your stance.
Now, you stand like this in a game. What would you do with the ball right now? Direct post pass, particularly against a big guy. You can throw it right off the box here to this spot, which is deadly for a big guy guard. So you have to be able to keep the direct pass from being thrown out. So if it's there, it's 3/4 right now, so there isn't a direct line in it. There should be no, and who's your help from behind? Yeah, you got the help there. Now, on the pass, you got to jump. If the ball comes out here, you jump to the ball and come up the line, and now we're all moving. We're never not moving. We're never not talking. You know, I don't hear me talking. Let's do Walk out. Weak side. Don't keep your contact on the weak side. You turn, you block out.
How are you, man?
Good, and yourself, sir?
But we got to play it through. You didn't play all the way through. The ball hit the floor. You went inside position. It's got to be, let me get the whistle. I'll get my whistle. It's got to end on a whistle right now, because the whole thing can be great if you don't get the ball at the end of it. It isn't a what do you call it? And you know, maybe for purposes of reward now, if a defensive rebound or steal, we go.
We turn them over.
Okay?
We're in transition.
So you guys can go on a good defensive effort now, and then we'll do the same thing. Who's running half-court offense, getting back on defense. White is playing half-court defense and in transition. Okay? And you know, we're going on my whistle now. Right? Okay. Yeah.
Hey, go! I'm out! Place up! Place up!
We got to get that. We lose the possession now. Now you should have got two hands on the ball. Guards got to get in here and get the ball. If you got it here, then this is a bust out. So you got to get the ball in. We got to get that. Like we kind of reached that, but again, we got to finish plays. Finish the play with the ball right now. And the ball, and we'll go in the other direction. Okay, what?
Hey, give me Rich! Hey! Get on the mic! Hey!
Come on, you got it. Where are you? Your man went there. He doesn't have the ball. He went there and showed corner, but he doesn't have the ball. The play he had caught it when you were there. As he bounced it and shot it, worrying about the guy on here, what should the big have done? Step right up, attack the shot, and what does the other big guy do? Gets to the weak side box now, box out. That's a perfect time for a big guy to get a block because the guy that's going to shoot it isn't really aware of him. He just knows I got away from my man, and all of a sudden there's a big guy making him have to maybe throw it to the corner, and then you go close out and we continue. We could have bought more time, but you got yourself just stuck in it.
You know what the difference was? When coach was talking directly to you, right? You got down in your stance and you defended, right? Your arm was out, you were one pass away. As soon as coach relaxed off of you, I looked at you and you went right back to this. You relaxed all over again. We can't keep putting a cattle prod to you, man.
Conditioning, you know what conditioning is? Conditioning is that you can do this all day. You know how hard it is? This is the way we live. This is the way you have to play. I have to get my body trained that I'm used to being here. This is how you play. Offensively, dribbling, shooting the ball, guarding, this is the stance I'm in. I can't play standing up. And what's the biggest problem with big guys? His biggest problem, I'm sure, is standing up. You gotta make yourself, whatever you think you are in stance, it's always about 4 inches lower. You know, 4 inches lower. Okay, ready? Play all the way through. I'm like, what? It's on the whistle, Play all the way through.
Good job, Richie.
I'm out!
All right, now, our big guy killed us. Multiple mistakes. Right? We didn't call it out and show. Right? We didn't call it out and show. We weren't out here early. You've got to come out and always fade the ball to slow the guy up. You didn't. He kept going the same speed. He's not going to be able to keep up with it. He has to rely on you to step out and slow the ball up. Make him stand up, make him go wide. The wider you go, the more room your guard has to get over the top. Now when he went for the steal, which hand did he go with? He went with the short arm. And he didn't get the steal because of the short arm. So didn't hedge, then went with the short arm, and it created a foul inside by the base. All right? And the guys we did a good job of stopping the drive, but then we didn't stay on the ground. Like once we got this, we left the floor.
Hey, Blue, if you get a breakdown like that at the rim, you have to score the ball. Nate, open shots, you have to score the ball. Layups, you have to score the ball. You understand what I'm saying to you? Nate, do you understand what I'm saying to you?
He's got it.
Where's the ball?
Where's the drive? Where's the let it go? You over pursued. So when it went back to the guy, you went by him and he just took it to go to his good hand. You got to get him. When you get back, you go back to a position, square up. So when I get there, if he tries to go back, I slide easily. You went so far away that he just took it and went to his good hand. Take it out there. Did a great job keeping the ball from coming in. And then, who was involved in the ball screen here? Yeah, you gotta call it out earlier, show, fake at it, to slow that ball screen up. Ready?
Switch.
Now, what would deflection be? If you took this side, you came up with this side, what hand was it going? That's left hand. The fear is there as he come up, he may have done what? Put his hand on the offensive play there. And after all of that good stuff on the road, what happens when you play a game on the road? What happens on that call right there? Definitely a call foul. Like now, twice in a row we switch. Excellent. Now we'll go back playing. And he moves his feet. You actually, yes. Yeah, no, I'm going to miss it. Yeah, just to start, I wanted him to have to go on the ball up top, and he did it twice in a row. You guys are going to fight through 90% of the stuff you fight through. And then that one at the same mistake. Oh! 3/4 him. Look to throw it in there. Look to see if, because you can bounce off the post and catch it there. You can hop out. They can have to guard you there. See if you throw it.
I'm not late.
Down here. Good. Good job, Richie. There's a reward down the road there. Finally got one. Good job. Okay. This for us would be the most aggressive way we could play. We make this. And this means a ball screen. A ball screen, anytime two people come together, we're trapping them. So ball screen, they go to ball screen now, we're blitzing the ball screen. Okay? Since we know we're in this and we're going to blitz the ball screen, what do the back guys know to do? Come up further, because you know what's going to happen. It's going to be one of those where to the foul line, and that back guy's rotate up against his deflection. All right? Lock out. Good. Rich, stay down. Just stay down. Here, this is a tough place to be in. Look, tough place to be here, because you don't have room. Yeah, back up dribble, get a little more space. He backs up with you. You give a chance for guys on the post, okay? Maybe you get the trailer coming down. In here, it's just too tight there. So it's hard because you got to turn your shoulders to get wider. So if you do get it here, I got the head turned, I'm making a play early, but I'm in here, I don't have enough room to operate. All right, side out. Let's go this side, let's go here. The other side. Now, from this side, on ball screen, one hand now. So what can the defender on the ball screen, the big guy, what can he do? He can be a little more aggressive because guys get the ball in his weak hand, right? That may have been, if you thought you had it then, if you thought you could have done it, you could have cheated up. We got the big guy to help with my ability. So if you want to that opportunity, you can go in front of it. Because you catch up between, right? You're going to have to pick up the ball, and it's up to them. Now, we were aggressive, but did we get into him and slide up so he ultimately had to go like this? Yeah, you want to come all the way up, and then you want to get from. When you come up here, right? When you come up that screen, and there was a jump out, right? On the jump out, like jump out. Look, those feet now, like on the screen. Now the screen is set down. Yeah, you want to come out, get your feet. Your inside foot each is hitting, and then now you hip up. You keep moving up. You want him to have to take the ball. You're not reaching down. You want him to have to lean back. And you don't want to, you want to take away his legs, so he has to throw his upper body. Once this occurs, the ball now goes where? It's now a penny, right? So if we can slide in, no fouls are ever called the traps when you walk in with your legs. You don't let him use his legs to step, and then he has to throw it with his arms. All right?
If you set the screen here, why are you not rolling? Okay, so I have a question. When you get the ball here, exactly what you do with the ball. So what use is that ball? Think your big ball.
So I've got a full possession. Whatever happens, we'll go the other way.
Let's go. Stop from having three-quarter.
Hey, give me Rich, I'm open, I'm open, Rich.
Alan, you have chasing their rebounding. Your whole body is turned up going that way.
That weak side guy, if the weak side guy blocks out longer, he's the guy by blocking out longer. But listen, it's important. The weak side guy blocks out longer. He's the guy that picks up the fouls all the time on the weak side. I cave in, I block out, and I hold my block out, I hold it, and I jump late. What does the guy do behind me? He always jumps early and does what? Makes contact and is over the top. So that was, you release him in way too early, you block out longer, time it, and now explode up to get it. We got to get some guards with the explosive rebound, and now we're off to the races. Ready?
I'm out. You got me. Good. Go. Give me this.
The dude got two hands on the ball. Big guy. Good job. All right, switch it. That time he was in such a good position, all the way above the foul line, right? Excellent. Excellent. It's all angles, knowing where you need to get to.
Go from that side. Go from that side. Go from that side. Stop. Nate, get in your seat. Listen to me. Tell let everybody in the gym know I'm ready to play basketball. I'm here for business. This little gentle stuff, like cut it out.
Bend those knees, bend your knees. Drop your butt down. Remember, play low. 4 inches lower than you think you should play.
Come on.
Talking.
Get through it.
Just build the wall. That's probably going to be found again. Just get outside the lane then, and just stop. And if he pulls up to shoot the jump shot, just stick that hand up that time. All right? But excellent, good help, get to the right spot. But the worst thing, Coach has mentioned a couple times, to do all of that and then to drop my hands down into a foul. All of that effort we lost them by wanting to really get it. You know, like last year you should have yelled, get that shit out of here. And then you would have had 2 fouls. No.
Hey, get through it. I'm out.
Oh, big guy. When the ball is in the air and you're recovering on the catch, as he catches it, you got to recover to where he's going to, not where he was. You recover to where he previously was. He has a new location. He's laying it in right now. You got to get in position there, and there's a time when he's got to jump stop under the basket, and you got to stay long, and he's got to make a tough shot. He just laid it in. You know what happened? We got a good play out of the big guy, and what happened? Dude went on vacation the next possession. All right, he's in the Jersey Shore. He's on freaking vacation. Side out. Talk.
Switch.
Good. The biggest thing, listen, the biggest thing is that when you finally have a good possession, when you get everything, you get the ball off the floor, you get the other end, you must get a shot. So now, we don't want to come down and turn it, and all that hard work was done. So we got it done, great play. Now, we land, we turn around, and where are you going to pick up on that?
12. We're not 12.
Okay, so if we get that far, now, let's go to get the defense set, so we're gonna give now, we go a little further. So now, Blue's got the ball. You get that possession. All right, listen, Blue gets this possession. White gets the transition. Blue gets the possession again. So now, whatever happens, we have to go another two. Blue's gonna have two offense, White's gonna have two defense. Okay? So now we can celebrate, or we can convert and get back and play one more possession. Ready? 3 now.
Hey, get to it! Hey, I'm not right now,
Come on back. Now, that's shit to get off the ball. You either wrap it all out, or because it's slowed up, you pick it up. But he kept it, he stood up and if he stands up with it, you're not trapping the way you do. All right, that's back to them. And whoever's in here, they'll help a little bit. But you got stuff like this, and he's standing there. So what's he wind up doing now? He's just waiting for him to roll. Now he's going to get it. They slide up, and it goes to the next pass because you got yourself stopped. There's never a point where we stop. So if it's slowed up, and I see it slowed up, and he's going to be able to get over, I got to get back to my man now. Here we go. 3 possessions now. Blue, white, blue. Here we go.
Stop. Isaac. Isaac. Get your hips down.
3/4 that.
Hey, get to it! I'm open!
Go set it. Quick, please. Roll, take, shot.
All right, what are we in?
Toss to me!
Come on, where's the ball? Where's the ball? Ball's here, tap that. Fly. Take that away. Get that.
Good job, you guys. Now, I think maybe it got further up, right, where it was past your closest hand, and you had to try again with Dylan. Right? I'm helping you. I'm trying to help you. Yeah. All right, side that. Go back to side. Let's go to the ball, Blue. You need more the ball, Blue. All right. Most aggressive now. Nice.
Hey, get to it! I got one more help.
Good. Make him work. Excellent. Good. Now, how hard is that dude to play against? He's smacking your hands. He's hurting you. He's up in your shit. He's a hard guy to play against. So when he switches out, now you know, I gotta get lower. And I gotta try to get this guy off me right now. Ready?
I'm open!
Head up, Richie. You know what he's starting to get now? Annoying. In a very good way, he's starting to get annoying out there. And you know, turned it up a little bit. You getting compliments for being so annoying. On the next possession, he was true.
He wanted that.
So now, all of a sudden, you know how guys want to be comfortable. Yeah. Nobody wants the guy that picks you up and makes you handle to get it up the court. You're saying to yourself, damn, I don't mind doing it there. I get a shot. I don't want to have to bring it across half court. So we got to the point where we're annoying now. Excellent. All right, here we go. Right from here.
Hey, watch that!
It's there, Robert. I see you.
No, wrong. Blue gets again. Blue, white, blue. Good job. Good job. Now, blue. Listen, blue. Blue, got to get your act together here. They have a defensive run now where you're not getting shot attempts. They've had a couple of possessions in a row where they're just scoring. You guys aren't getting shots. You got to be much more efficient. Ready?
Get to it. I'm up there.
He doesn't know you're there. If you're back another step and a half, when he went for the steal, he comes up on this side, bang, that's it, we're blocked off the backboard. We got out of here. Good job, Blue. Blue accepted a challenge there. Good job.
Hey, get
Effort is great. Effort is great. Communication. We were running. We were working. We just weren't helping each other by talking. And we all had to pick up different men there because ultimately, because of everything that's going on, all guys are guarding different people. But we got to communicate here who we're guarding right now. That was just a, that was great, but it was a silent movie. Good. I'm in. Go.
Hey, get to it. I'm up in. I got ball.
Now, I know we can't get it, but could you yell when he picks it up? Dead! Because if we get dead, everybody in here has sealed. We actually are getting a big guy coming out, and if we could have just put a little more pressure on, he could have again had another steal. And when a big guy this size gets a couple steals like that, and he's trying to get himself into college, somebody will notice that. They're going to be talking about that he has good feet and he knows where he's supposed to be. And all of this stuff is the difference of a step and a half tops. Like the block down there was a step and a half. This for a big guy, that was probably one step to be able to get the ball in. I'm sorry, stop that. But take it back out a little. Blue, white, blue.
Come on, Blue.
15. Yeah, 15. Well, good. I got to go pick up grades.
Hey, get to. I'm up.
All right, now, we committed no fouls. No fouls and they turned it over, which is going to happen. Because you know what we're doing by being aggressive? We are speeding the other team up. We're speeding them up. And I don't care how good these are. I've seen Andrew Wiggins, guys who we play at Gilchrist, I've seen really good players play against us. And because of the nature of like the group, everybody helping each other, it looks like if you get this and you work at it, it looks like there are 7 defenders. There's a trap, the ball gets thrown at a trap, guys got the ball, guys talking and switching, guy gets to the weak side, and after all of that, sometimes you'll have that baseline drive, and they'll throw a pass, and the guard slid down there to the weak side, he gets it, he turns, here's the guy off to the races, bang, he did a dunk at the other end. The other team is devastated. All right, we got Let's go.
I got ball.
Communication. I'm back up. You tell him to, just tell him, hey, ball, you got ball again. And he'll point just like this. Because in games behind you, guys behind you can't always hear you. So if I get back here and you said to him, take ball, and he comes back and goes, that's mine, and he's back, and now we know. He told you to take ball, you said to him, I got one point. When you get back on defense now, and you get back, you're going like this. I got ball, who's got that? Who's got him? And guys are back talking, but you're pointing. So that the guys behind you know, all right, we have him, we know who to guard right now. All right? Yeah. Come on.
staring right at you. Coach keeps telling you, you take plays off, man. Let's go, big fella.
Hey, you do risk. I'm open. I know, bro. I'm open. Hey, I'm open.
Go.
Back. Get out.
When he starts to slow up, he stands up. So you're out here, and he's slowed up. When a guy slows up, stops, he keeps the line through, you automatically go back, because now there's been enough time to get over the screen, and he's back responsible for it again. That lingering, we talked about this before, when you linger out here, like I said to you before, when you stay out here and the guy is stopped, your man is rolling, you're making the guys in the back have to come up, and ultimately they've thrown away a couple of passes. A team that doesn't feel pressured is laying those off, boom, and it's caused by a guy staying too long up. All right?
What did Coach D say to you? Okay, and what did you say to him? And what would you say to him? Shut your mouth.
We don't have time today for a long conversation. This is all about, when I coached in high school, we always had monologues. When the guy does night shows with Kimball and all these guys come on at night, they start to talk for a few minutes. That's where practice really is. But out there, blue shirts are always talking to each other. When it comes to the coach, you're just listening to the coach most of the time. Then maybe the last third of the season, maybe you can have a conversation with the coach that's related to like real solid basketball stuff. Like I think we can switch this one, or when they go left, why don't we try to trap and pick and roll going left? He looks like a shaky left hand, stuff like that. That's the only time coach wants a conversation. Coach, look him in the eyes. Yes, coach. Even though you might say, coach, I don't totally agree with that. He's the boss. You're hired help right now. This is what we do. When I get a chance to be the boss, I take advantage of it. You'll find another time to be the boss, and you'll love it, I'm sure. Ready? Ready, you go.
Hey, get through, Rick. I know, bro. Come on. Get your eyes in the eye.
So I have a question, right? You had one dribble to get to the foul line and get into an easy shot. Why do we continue? We have limited time to coach here today.
No, how about the coach, and I've heard this now with the blue team. I'm on blue team. What does the coach say repeatedly for guys in the blue team to do right now? You're on offense. You're hoping that somebody says you're going to shoot or get them up before I leave. Let's launch a few right now. Let's have coach get to the point where coach says, that wasn't a good shot, but we're getting them up right now. Okay?
Hey, get through, Rick. I'm
White turned on the heat. The heat was on, and white and blue responded very well. I take it out again side out. Good job there, blue.
Hey, get through, Rick. Hey, get through. I'm here.
Screen. 7. 7. 7. What I said before. If I make him do this, what does he have left on the court right now? Very little court. If I get back here and it happens, what's the guard going to do against the big guy here? For sure. Splitting. He's splitting this. Right? He's just splitting it, and it's going to get really ugly. He's going to get there, and everybody's going to the rim.
Let's go, Blue.
But if I'm up, and I fake, it's a double screen really between the screener and me. I fake you slow him up, make him go wide, and now recover a straight line quick.
Hey, get the reach, get the reach! Hey, I'm open!
Please score. Please score. Please score. Because don't you feel like just raising up, looking at him and launching a three that time? Huh? You got to score there. Because he gets a steal, he doesn't get an assist. He doesn't get an assist. You want to get 10 in the game. So there was one, he needs that one. You screwed it up there. My bad. My bad.
Hey, get the reach, get the reach!
Every once in a while on that catch then, when he catches it over this shoulder, you go that side with the hand up. You try to swipe it, and then you turn like a bat out of hell, kick back and play it. Okay. Whoop.
You got that part, though. You got the bat out of hell back?
Yeah, because it was there. It was there because we're trying to get you more aggressive. Now we got to pick our spots when to be aggressive, but that's a play to try to make on that catch. He's looking over that shoulder, so we go, and you took the backside of it.